Alrighty, hey y'all. This is User Nightwearing 360 and the game is Raidshadow Legends. I am currently still in villainbakugou cosplay. I'm fixing to get out, but seriously, I wanted to do this before uh we gonna catch this boosted summonings before. Well, I'm gonna check on the boosted summons before I do it. I'm trying to see if they're just a regular summons. Okay, it is just a regular summons. It ain't like you gotta summon a whole bunch to get a character. So that works for me right there. It works for me right there. So we gonna do some summoning. That is gonna be mainly the first part of this video. And also I will do a part 2 video also. That will be, I'm going to start a guild for Raidshadow Legends. I tried to go and try to find a guild that doesn't mind me being in a guild, but maybe me not being on as much, cause I only can be able to do sometimes like 30 minutes max sometimes playing on here. I can't be 2 and 3 hours. So I really did never find a guild that wanted to deal with you know how I roll on here. Let's put it like that. So I also will be coming back with a second video, and we're gonna try to attempt, if I read everything correctly, I am going to make a guild just so I can go and see the guild content, if it'll allow me to play and just be the one person. uh so we also see with that content coming up, but first we gonna go on and do this summoning. But I just wanted to let you know this is part 1 or 2. So we gonna go on and do the summoning first. Let me move my butt out the way. Get out the way. Move. Get out the way. Alright. Okay, let's go on and get the first one in. Ooh, I like you. Grave chill killer. I like you. Let's see what we got going on here with stats. And get my butt out the way. Alright. Attacks one enemy, and has a 40% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 1 turn. Blood Chill level 1. Attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased death debuff for 2 turns. And has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased death debuff instead of target is under poison debuff. Icy Veins. Unlocks Ascension level 3. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit places a 2.5% poison debuff for 2 turns, and places a 5% poison debuff instead of the target under poison sensitivity debuff. Damage based on attack. Okay. Awesome. And that's Grave Chill Killer. Yo. Let's see what else we get. Okay, Slayer. I believe I done got them before. Vicious Strike level 1. Attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a 25% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. Frost Burst level 1. Attacks all enemies based on damage. Attack. Debilitate level 1. Attacks one enemy, places a 2.5% poison debuff for 2 turns, and has a 75% chance of placing stun debuff for 1 turn. Ascension Skill level 3. Attacks one enemy, places 5% poison debuff for 2 turns, and has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. So, Alright. Yeah. I believe I do have that character, so I can do the double up on skills with that one. Spikehead. Stomp level 1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Battle Cry level 1 places 15% increased critical rate buff and 50% increased attack buff on champion for 2 turns. Rip level 1 attacks one enemy 3 times. Ascended skill level 3 attacks one enemy 3 times and has an extra 20% chance of inflicting critical hit. And Aurora increases allied death in arena battles by 30%. So, Spikehead. Alright. I don't think I had them. Penitent. I think I do have her before too. Sword of Faith level 1. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Has a 30% chance of placing a 25% decrease attack debuff for 1 turn. Counter level 1. Attacks one enemy. Places a counter attack buff on this champion for 1 turn. And Unshakable Faith level 1 removes all debuffs from this champion and places a block debuff on this champion for 3 turns. Okay. But I don't think I had her either. I was hoping to get some lightning. But who is this? Liking it. Meticis. Dual Scalpel level 1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Restraints level 1 attacks all enemies and has a 50% chance of placing a 15% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. And Stimulant Elixir level 1 places a 30% increased death buff on all allies for 2 turns, but if you do it to Ascended Skill 3, places a 30% increased death buff on all allies for 2 turns. Also places a 15% increased speed buff on this champion for 2 turns. Okay. Let's see. No lightning in any of it, but that's okay. Temptress, I know I have for. Slide Slice level 1 attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of stealing 1 random buff from target. Flying Daggers level 1 attacks 4 times at random. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing Leech debuff for 2 turns. Okay. And Vicious Partner level 1 places 25% increased attack and 15% increased critical rate buff on this champion for 2 turns. Grants extra turn when Seducer is on. Okay, you gotta have another person in there. Boo. Ascended Skill level 3, it changes to 50% increased attack and 30% increased critical rate buff on this champion for 2 turns and grants an extra turn when Seducer is on this team. So, that's so far on the summoning. I don't think I have any more else. Anybody that's mostly fusion stuff, which I have Relic Keeper and Mau. Oh, this is just dropping off. You know, I ended up getting 50% on Scuddion, so slowly but surely, whenever the event comes up again on that one, I'll have a summoning going on there. So, that's pretty much all I had going on in the summoning department. I kind of wanted to get on there before I forgot it. So, it is what it is. Alright. I will be coming back with a part 2. We will be going into, hopefully I get this right on how to start a guild. Don't really want to make one, but like I said, just for me to go on and see the guild content is what I was trying to do anyway. And, I do have some other stuff because, like I said, I really haven't done anything in Great Hall or Tavern lately. So I might be trying to do something else in there if I can. So I will be back for part 2. This is user Nightworm 360, and the game is Raidshadow Legends. Be right back.